Hey guys, Arisu here. Do you guys ever hate playing against the oppressive Polaris in small continents? If you guys do, this video might be for you. So for this game, I'm playing as Zebasi in small continents against Polaris. So before the game started, I had actually checked on the opponent's elo and I saw that it was actually 1800. So I really had to do my best if I had the chance on winning this game. So usually I like to play Philosophy Rush with Zebasi since I really like the end game where I have a lot of technologies and markets. But for this game, I really need stars in early game, especially if I wanted to defend against their minis and battle sleds. Since for some reason, battle sleds is a very early technology for Polaris, they can easily outmaneuver me in shorelines and sea tiles or ice tiles. So, but unfortunately, most of my cities are landlocked. I don't have real access through sea unless I'm going to step on ice tiles. So I'm a bit forced into this tricky predicament where I don't have real answers to their boonies and battle sleds, but land units of my own. So rather than fighting in the sea, I just went with rider roads since not only don't I have port access, but there's something here. Their continent is here. I see the shoreline here. So I just went with the rider roads. And also, it's a very good preparation for markets since I have a very good third city here. Quite a lot of farms. And here with the border road. So if we played smart and plan around markets, we have a relatively good positions. We have a windmill here, level 3, windmill here. If I turn this into farms and market, windmill. So this one, we can have a windmill here and a border road for market here. So it's not really a bad spawn since most of my cities are very condensed. Although I don't have real water access, I can still contest here with a single road. And then they had a mini. I met the opponent in turn 8. They instantly frozen my unit and smack it with the warrior. So they had denied me this ruin. They can take it, but I really need to contest as much space as I can. Or else the game won't last very long. Okay, Mooney here. I know they have two Moonies since they frozen this one. Denied this one, smack a Mooney. Buy as much riders as you can. Since most of the time they're just going to freeze your units in the front. So now I have 2 less units to attack. Also here, notice. Since if I'm going to play around the roads, I need to play it smart and use the enemy's ice tiles. So I just decided to go here, place a rider here, break the ice tiles, and place a roads. Usually you can do that, but since I'm playing against a Polaris that can make ice tiles, it's best to just make use of it. And also level 3 to fight against the Pop Cup and train a unit here. And now a border road in preparation for windmills. Every turn I buy units since it's Polaris. They just shut down 2 units. I can't use this one this turn, and now they have battle sled turn 10. Very early. It's very oppressive. It only costs 5 stars. It has 15 health. And not to mention that it can escape. Yeah. So rather than just fighting desperately here, it's best to break ice as much as possible. Since their only real attack this time are these battle sleds. And now finally I hope I can take this ruin. Some vision here. And I see a village here. So I really need to take this one since most likely I'm going to be under in cities. Since the only continent I have is this one here. And they have the entire field here, and not to mention all the other possible villages in the sea. So as much as possible, take this one, contest this one. They have a very hard time upgrading this city since they don't have technologies to connect to land cities. So rather than having outposts, since it's landlocked, they have to buy separate technologies to upgrade this one. So while it's still premature, I need to attack. And luckily enough, I get a veteran swordsman. Yeah, this veteran swordsman is very important in sieging this one. Also here, for some, yeah, they have another weakness of battle sleds is they're very weak on land tiles. They cannot escape in land tiles, only in ice tiles. So as much as possible, kill it while it's landlocked. But first things first, the Moon, since Moon is very oppressive. Train as much as possible. Train as many units. See, without ice, they cannot really escape. However, here, since the new Polaris update, they can't escape here, but they can still use the ground tile as if it's an ice, so they can move very far and attack. Take siege, take blockade, break ice, train, capture, burn ice. I'm just going to get stars. Also here, since I'm playing against Polaris, typically you don't want giants against them. So rather than taking giants, I just took Park. I need the stars more than the giant, since I'm going to train as much units per turn as possible. Another Mooney, another battle sled, and a veteran battle sled. So since they're 18 elo enemy, most likely they are veteran assigning. Unlike me, yeah, I don't have much possible veteran riders except this one. Yeah, most of them just died since battle sleds are very cost-effective units. Okay, boom, 2 veteran battle sleds. So rather than taking 3 hits, they need 4. So that's not very good. And now I just take archery, since if you've noticed, they took farms and they took city wall. I need to take this city at all costs, and the only good counter against city walls is archers. So I just took archers, and also archery is very good against battle sleds that are stuck here on land, since they can't escape here. Rather than just wasting another rider dead. And just instead of wasting riders, I just use archers and then Mooney. Turn 14. So typically that's a bit dangerous since I don't have much units, but actually archers a very good counter for Moonies. Since they only have 13 health rather than the typical 40 from a giants. It actually takes only a few hits to kill a Mooney. Also, I also unfreeze this tile since I really don't want their battle sleds to attack this city here. So now, also here, there's a possible bridge spots here. Yeah. Hit again here. Archer, bridge it here, and then kill it. I just had the exact amount of units to kill that one. I actually didn't plan that one, and it was just pure luck that I was managed to kill that Mooney. Since it's a live game, you don't have much time to think. You just hope that you made enough units to attack. I'm also now preparing for possible market spots here. I now have a windmill here. I can place windmill market. I just need a few stars Dead. Yeah, Archer's very, very good against Polaris. And now trade. First market, turn 17. Yeah, Archer's the MVP unit this time. But most importantly, are these bridges. Without the bridges, there is no good attack. There is no good way of attack. I have bridges here, 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 4 bridges that enabled me to fight. Else, it's just a losing game without way of attack. And now capturing this city, killing as much unit as possible, defending this one, denying them access, but also markets. Yeah. Also, yeah, if you haven't noticed, this one's actually veteran. So rather than just instantly upgrading it to veteran, as soon as I landed, I waited at the last few moments to at least, how should I say, mess with the opponent's head. They were thinking, I only need 2 hits to deny them this city. But then, after a few turns, it's actually 3. So they have to adjust in a very short notice. And then they just resign. Turn 18. Yeah, very lucky on my part since this is a very high elo opponent. So now let's look at the enemy's perspective. I don't know if they're in a very good position. So how much do they make? They make roughly 26 per turn. How much do I make? Okay, just 3 stars higher since I have this one. This market makes additional 3 stars, so actually roughly equal. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cities. How much do they have? They also have 5. Actually, they have 6, so long term I'm going to lose. But once I took this one, it's going to be mostly fair. Oh, looks so. Yeah. They have very efficient technology tree. Just fishing for the resources, organization, and farming to upgrade their landlocked tiles. Yeah, this one can be upgraded. This one can be upgraded. This one not so much anymore, and this one provided 1 Gami. I'm going to guess that this is their capital. No, where is their capital? Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Level 3. Yeah, didn't explore here. They have a lot of starfish. Yeah, if they wanted to, they can take it later on. And they have this one, but they didn't take it, I guess, since they really need the units to defend this city here. They have riders. They haven't really used it, so I'm going to guess it's a very recent technology. Yeah, if maybe if they played it for late game, I'm going to have a very hard time since if it's riders against riders and archers, not to mention that they have gamis and battle sleds, it might not be good for me since they're actually up in cities. So if I don't take this city, long term I'm going to lose. But luckily enough, okay, now riders, free cap. Do they get vision or stars? Ah, I see. So when I captured that one and did this one, 1, 2, no, they don't have enough. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one's single hit. But they have stars for roads, and if they roll this one, to hit here, this one's a single kill. Oh yeah, single hit to be killed. And they have 1, 2, 3. And if they roll this one here, they can actually deny me this. Yeah, they can actually deny me this one. 1, 2, 3. They just needed this one. roads. We have enough stars to load this one here. Road here. They can deny me this one. But I guess they didn't want to play it anymore, since I guess I have a lot of units. They just decided that maybe it's not a good idea to play endgame with this too many units, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you guys do, a like and a subscribe is most appreciated. Thank you.